What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel, and we talked about yesterday a lot of pro players are going towards 2 deep out KOs in their defense. It's really expensive. It's 6 of your 7 AP, but this is saving the lives of so many players out there in the competitive space because they have the ability to defend corner routes like we showed you in yesterday's video, but also go to a more, I would say, conservative style of defense where they move their deep out KOs to the safety spots rather than the outside corners for the purpose of the double Mable. Now, if you've been living under a rock, maybe you don't know what the double Mable is, so I'll explain this a little briefly to you. With this particular defense, we are going to run basically a cover 2 shell up top, but we are going to play a blue zone at 30 and a purple zone at 5 on both sides of the field, and we're going to keep those deep half safeties over the top with our deep out KOs. Now, yesterday we started rocking Dawkins and Lott as our deep out KOs. We showed you guys a cover 3 setup that put them on the outside of the defense. Today, we're kicking them inside to the safety positions, both with that ability, and we're gonna run that good old 4-3 even cover 4 quarters meta that you guys are so used to seeing out there. Now, the thing about this is that with the Mable coverage, you can play a cover 2 shell because the 30-yard setting is going to be in a spot where any corner route they try to tuck on the sideline is going to be so hard to throw. And really the only angle that you could throw is over the top or an up pass lead. And what that's going to do is that's going to put that into the responsibility of your safety, who's going to get a break on ball bonus from the deep out KO ability. So I want to show you guys a couple of ways that I actually attack out of my particular offense. Now, you guys know I am a free form fiend. I am a specialist, if you will, with this. And this is basically a free touchdown for me if my opponent is in double Mable. And I'm going to show you guys that with this, the break on ball bonus to that deep out KO makes it so darn hard for me to throw this. I have to be almost perfect to make this happen. You see right there how that player is able to get that light up to break on the throw. And normally that's a catch with the gift wrapped. And I just don't have this in my bag when my opponent is running this type of defense. So the first thing that I notice when I'm facing a double Mable is if they have a deep out KO over the top, I am going to have a longer game than normal, and I'm going to have to move the ball a little bit differently than I traditionally do. You see right here that with this, I'm actually putting this deep half safety in conflict with the streak to Olsen. Normally, he would not be able to respond to the throw to the other player that I'm making, but because of the ability with his break on ball bonus, he can change his particular angle and be able to break on this throw in a way that a regular safety would not be able to make this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to contrast that to if I didn't have that ability in that spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the exact same throw here, but this time I'm going to put just a regular player. Let's put Paul Krause, who's got great zone coverage in this game, in this particular spot. And you're going to see that with this defense, it is so night and day different on how I can attack, or if the deep out is on the field, not attack this defense. So you're gonna see right here, watch how I'm gonna hit this free form, just a little bit of an outside pass lead, and you see how different that is. That's a catch. It's the exact same throw, the exact same spot on the field, the exact same animation by Paul Krause, but it's a catch for me because that's not a knockout ability. It is a big, big, big deal as it pertains to this particular meta. So for those of you that free form like I do, I'm a big time free form expert. Like, this is what I do to move the ball. It's so hard to stop. This is something that really slows me down big time. Now, the thing is that this is a really good defense against the primary metas of the game as well. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. If I were to run your traditional street corner flat combo to the wide side of the field, this is going to be really, really hard for the offense to establish. We're actually now in a spot, just to be honest with you, where this game is going to start getting tough. It's going to start getting tough. We're getting players that have higher zone coverage ratings. We're getting the best knockout abilities in the game. And basically what ends up with this is that even if you think you could throw this deep corner out to the far side of the field over the top of a 30, you have to lead it over the top, which makes it something that this knockout ability can potentially get to. Again, a lot of players, what they're going to do is to make this a little bit better is they're going to individually back off that outside corner on both sides just a little bit more, which is going to make it you have to hold the ball just a little bit longer. So you're sitting there saying, well, Zan, I mean, you completed that easily. Well, when they back the guy up, it makes life a lot tougher. So you're going to see here that if I try to throw this ball, you know, into that spot, now I had to hold on to it. The pass rush gets to me. And the only pass lead I really have is up, truly up. So let me go ahead and put that Mable on that left side again. And I'm going to spy the pass rush here to give me time, which obviously you don't get in a regular game. Here, we're going to go ahead and run the same concept. I've got to wait just a little bit longer, and then I have to throw it up. And you see that deep out KO can now break on that throw and get that interception. And you see right there that this is why this defense is starting to really take over with this AP meta. If you were to ask me before this particular meta took over whether or not this was a good defense, I would have told you it was total garbage. I just didn't think that zone coverage in general was that good. But now that you put those deep half safeties over the top with the deep out KO on top of this, life changes a lot for the offensive players. So now you've got to really start to work in the middle of the field more against these players. You know, it's going to get really tough. And I think that this is just the tip of the iceberg as it pertains to this meta. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up. If you guys want more, make sure you guys head over to gridirongameplans.gg. As I mentioned earlier, $9.95 unlocks the entire website. I promise you guys are going to love what I have over there for you. If you guys are struggling to move the ball on this meta, we've got content in our vault. We've got content in the game plans that'll help you guys out with this particular meta. Trust me, it's a great meta, but there are ways to move the ball on it. We got it over there for you guys if you want the complete story. Otherwise, make sure you guys are subscribed here to the channel, hit that notification bell. We'll be right back tomorrow with our next long form video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.